We didn't need bollards of peace at Christmas markets before we imported radicals from the Middle East. There is some confusion as to whether or not Taleb A, who allegedly drove a car through a Christmas market in Magdeburg, Germany, is an Islamist. Did he shout Allahu Akbar as he was arrested? Some of his social media profile talks about slaughtering Germans. He's used the tried and tested method for jihadis of getting in a car and mowing down people at a Christian event. If it looks like a cat, it walks like a cat, and it sounds like a cat, it's probably a cat. But then, some of his other posts seem to show support for the AfD and other right-wing figures. But then some of the other posts there, look at him. I mean, it's a bit odd, isn't it? So he seems to be in favour of them there. Can I just make something very clear now, OK? It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Only one thing matters. This is another unhinged bloke from the Middle East who had absolutely no business being in Europe, who's apparently slaughtered men, women and children indiscriminately. And our ridiculous soft-touch politicians and judges have granted asylum to another complete extremist, and yet again, people have died. Oh, but of course, it's all worth it, isn't it? Isn't it? For the lovely Saudi Arabian culture that we've imported. I wonder how enriched that 9-year-old boy felt as a car driven by a nutter from the Middle East hurtled towards him. I mean, you could say that the only successful Saudi Arabian import that we've had in Britain has been all the Sharia courts that we've got. We've had the Nice terror attack, the Bataclan, Charlie Hebdo, the Berlin Christmas market, the Syrian refugee who killed 3 at a festival of diversity, ironically. Here in Britain, we've had that Moroccan gentleman who slaughtered a man outside a migrant hotel in Hartlepool. We've also had the mass sex attacks in Cologne, where 1,200 women were sexually assaulted by Arab or North African men on one night. It's just never ending. Now, it's not far right to want criminals, foreign criminals and terrorists booted out of your country. And to be honest with you, I am also sick and tired of foreign drama playing out on the streets. Do you remember when the Eritreans kicked off with each other? Again, it's all worth it, isn't it, for the wonderful Eritrean food. This Taleb A man in Germany was known by Saudi authorities. They apparently reported him to the Germans. A woman reported him to police, saying he was going to kill loads of people, and they did nothing. Naturally, the BBC managed to do a nice PR job for him before he apparently took a car to a Christmas market.
I'm from Saudi Arabia. I'm an activist. I created a website to help people seeking asylum.
Not the worst bloke who's ever been on the BBC, though, to be fair. They also appeared to offer excuses for his behaviour.
There are often more than one reason why somebody would want to do this. It's not always purely terrorism. It's not purely ideology. It can be mental. There could be all sorts of reasons. Stress that they're undergoing. They might have been fired. They might have, their wife or partner has left them. They might be extremely upset about something. Oh yeah, that's just, it's normal. It's normal, actually. Just the other day, I had an argument with my wife, and I immediately wanted to take a flamethrower to a primary school. Yeah, I don't care whether this Magdeburg attacker was Islamist or far-right or a Zionist or whatever people are calling him. He just shouldn't have been here in the first place. Europe is not a playground for lunatic foreign extremists.